It's been a couple weeks. Well, I guess 2 weeks and a half. My husband had 2 weeks off of work. I think I mentioned that at the end of Spider-Man, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. But his work was renovating, not renovating, but fixing some pipes or something like that. So he was off for 2 weeks, and as I've said before, it's kind of hard to stream with him here because unless he has his headset on playing his own game, then you're gonna hear his TV, and you're gonna hear him talking, me talking, my game. You're just gonna hear a bunch of background noise. So I figured it's easier to just wait till he goes back to work. But also, while he was off, we played and finished Monster Hunter World. I did not platinum that game yet. I heard it can take up to 300 hours, possibly 400 hours to get platinum on that game. So I will come back to that later. Figured I should move on for now because I got other games to play, and I started with Vampyr. My husband has played this. I have not. He said it's really fun though. Reminds him of Dishonored, and it did remind me of Dishonored when I turned it on. But one thing I wanted to mention was at the very end of this, saying that no rats were harmed during the making of this game. I thought that was so funny. But yeah, so I have one video of this on the channel. It's an hour long. And then I was gonna just stream without, talking. But then after the first hour, I was like, I actually do want to talk. So I have not played it since, I think, last Thursday? I can't honestly remember. So yeah, let's get it started. I know one thing he's told me was what was it? That if you kill people, the enemies get harder, and if you don't kill people, then it's actually easier. Right? And I did look at the trophies. If you've noticed in the first video, I was eating a bunch of rats. There is a trophy for eating 10 rats. 2/7, what day was that? Let's see. That was last Wednesday, so it's almost been a full week. Why is it still spinning? Stop spinning. Stop it. So I looked at a couple of trophies, and then I was trying to, because like I told you, my husband told me when he played the game that, again, if you kill people, it makes the game harder, and if you don't, it makes it easier. Well, obviously during the prologue, or the tutorial, basically, where you're running, through town, trying to get away from the enemy, the cops, or whatever, I tried to avoid not killing them, because I was like, I don't want to, there's a trophy for not killing them, and there's a trophy for killing everyone, so, so I didn't want to move any further, because, I don't want to kill anyone, but he thinks that it's only people, citizens, not the bad guy, that I can kill the bad guys, as many as I want to. I just can't kill the citizens. And I probably should have looked this up before I started the game, but let me just make sure. Okay, Vampyr. Can I kill hunters? Let's see right here, gamepressure.com. As a player, the only decisions regarding characters that matter to you are those related to the citizens of the Fort District. There you can find NPCs and whom you can speak with. You don't have to worry about enemies, so feel free to kill them. Nothing will change even if you face humans and suck their blood during a fight. Combat and choices in the city are two separate worlds. Hmm. So, does that mean I can kill enemies? I'm guessing? Here's trueachievements.com. I know it's probably obvious, but please remember not to kill any of the NPCs you talk to along the way. Killing the vampire hunters, econs, and other attacking monsters is fine. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it reminds me so much of Dishonored. When I loaded this up, I was like, oh shit. Like, even the art style. I guess continue. But one thing I read from Power Picks was, you don't have, like, there are the 3 save files, but you can't, like, do a chapter select, I guess. And, with that being the case, PowerPick said I need to make a save file, at the beginning of chapter 6, on, like, a USB card, or USB, device, thumb drive, yeah, I can think of the word, to make a save file there, like a hard save, and then that way, continue the game, I didn't kill anyone, I should get the trophy for that, and then reload that save file, kill everyone, I should get the trophy for that. So I will probably do that, just letting y'all know. We're not there yet. I'm just gonna try not to kill anyone besides the enemies, I guess. So, yeah, let's do this. Yeah, I didn't know there was gonna be like a mystery to it, where you have to like talk to everyone. I think that's kind of fun. And then I was like, I have to stream this. Like, this is gonna be fucking great. I have to stream it. But, I know there's an enemy over here. Can I crouch? I cannot crouch. I know there was an enemy over here, though. Okay, he's still searching. Can I just ignore him? Because when it said I could walk up behind him and, like, hit him, I thought it meant I could knock him out. Apparently not knock him out. Apparently just kind of stagger him, and then he'll fucking chase me. Which was very annoying. Oh, who the fuck is that? Oh, God.
It's locked.
It's locked. Can they see me? No? Okay, cool. Shit. Well, fuck. I don't remember the buttons. I don't remember the controls.
I cannot enter.
Ah, shit. Do I have a wheel? What is that doing? There's a heart and a claw. What, 2? No. Or... Okay, stop doing that. I guess I have to go fight this guy.
Over there!
I almost walked right past him. Equip and press triangle to use your ranged weapon and play both standard and stun damage. Okay, cool. I thought there was a door here, but I guess not. So is the door actually downstairs? Okay. Oh yeah, in the beginning, when you're supposed to, like, shoot yourself, I didn't want to. Like, Like, I waited and waited for, like, about a minute. And I was like, well, he ain't gonna not do it, so I better just fucking shoot him. See, like, stun, you would think would have, like, killed him or something, not killed him, like, knocked him out, I mean. Not just, like, knock him over and then run.
It's locked.
Of course it is. Well, the only other way to go is here. Oh, fuck. Press L3 to split enemies around and display their enemy cards. Okay, some enemies are more resistant to certain types of damage. 4 types of resistances. Melee, ranged, blood, and shadow. Orange indicates medium, red indicates a high. Okay.
Shut that foolish mouth. You ever know McCullum to be wrong about anything?
Right. No time I can remember. But I've only got... This one's mine!
Oh. Oh, fuck me.
There's one of them vermin!
I thought it was triangle to, like, aim and shoot. But nothing happened. Like, I hit triangle, it's just doing that. Was it not triangle? Oh, fuck. Woo! Okay. Can I, like, hide? Okay. Because I'm assuming there's, like, alternate routes to just avoid these people altogether. That's cool. So we have 2 guns now.
Stay away!
Rats often located in your hideouts. Using senses will help you locate them more easily. Oh. Is there already another hideout over here? Really? That was fast. Oh, that's a dead body. Oh, we're just gonna take a shit. Okay, cool. I need to get the stuff for that because I'm gonna try and cure people. Gotta be nice. Where is... I just want the trophy. I'm sure I'll get it just from not trying to do this. I'm sure I'll just get it like later at some point, because I will, probably keep doing it and stuff. But if I can go and get it now, that'd be kind of cool. Am I still following? Okay.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
I'll not betray your trust.
Is this first? See, I'll need a drink. I'm so thirsty.
Huh.
As one, we shall overcome this. He's done it before.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
Quench my thirst. I must have more.
Oh dear God, not again. William, please stop.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Oh, fuck me. Jesus. Heal yourself. Heal yourself. I mean, do it again. Keep healing yourself. Just run in a circle. Just run in a circle. Just... Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh, stamina. Stamina. My bad. My bad. I forgot there was stamina. Okay. I mean, I confronted him.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
We knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must
God.
return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Gather a blood sample from William Bishop's. Whatever. Make sure I got everything first. I'm assuming that door does not open. But I shall go check.
It's locked, all right.
Yeah. Can we go up there? No? Okay.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire. I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Okay. At dawn we row. Trophy earned. So, was that like the first boss fight or something? I'm assuming that was the first boss fight.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. And first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
And for that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
I mean, yes.
It
Sounds
seems I
like
have
the right
little
answer.
choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship didn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Okay, we do look much better, that's for sure. Take me to a hospital. Annalise Williams Bishop's blood in the hospital. Annalise... What? I thought that was a name, was it not? What the fuck? After I realized it said blood, I was like, wait, that's not... That wasn't Annalise. Oh my god, is there not a fucking... Like, you know, view... Your, whatchamacallit? I'm pretty sure that was actually Analyze, but it was spelled differently. That's why I said Annalise, because I thought it was like a name. Until it said blood, and then I was like, wait. Just a second. Just a second, how... Just a second, it's gonna... Let me see if I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but, or hear it. I don't... Can I skip it? Okay. I don't know if y'all can hear this or not. Yeah, they spelled Analyze as like Annalise. Annalise with an S. Analyze. Analyze. Am I just going crazy? Yeah, what's the difference between the two? Like, what's the S and the Z for? Oh, okay. So just the Z is American and the S is British English. Well, that's cool. But if you also look up the way they spelled it, the Annalise, there's actually an actor named Annalise Talavera. I'm assuming it's an actor. Let me click on it. Oh, internet personality. I feel like I've seen her before, like in a show. I guess she was in soccer. I don't know what kind of soccer, but she was also in the show The Challenge. And she was also a contestant on Big Brother. Maybe that's where I remembered her from, was Big Brother. I'm not entirely sure. But, yeah, so... Annalise, I guess, is also Analyze, if you use British English. But yeah, so that was my bad. But that was cool though, how they spell it. And I do think it is funny because sometimes I will write stuff that's not the American way, but the British way. I can't think of an example right now, but anyways, that was kind of funny. So I was like, Annalise? Like I said it as if it was the person's name, because it sounded like a name. And then I realized it said sample the blood, and I'm like, wait, that wasn't Annalise, that was Analyze. But anyways.
Okay, Jonathan. I'll see you later. We'll have a word in
Oh.
my office later, Jonathan.
My bad.
You can do better than that. Nah, it's my turn.
Rotten
Oh.
Christine. Each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river. Try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
Clay Cox. Now, can I pause it? Okay. I know there was a thing about, in the trophy list about deciding people's fates. So let me, because I don't want to have to replay the entire game. So, now that we've figured out the Annalise thing. I do remember seeing on that True Achievements about killing people, it had the list of what you can do to people that I scrolled past. Release Clay Cox. Wasn't his name Clay? Yeah, release him. Release him? What the fuck does that even mean? When we first meet him, he's been stabbed. Yes, I see that. You must decide whether to mesmerize and kill him on the spot for an experience boost, or let him live another day. You earn a trophy for this for either choice, meaning you must play through the game twice and try things both ways to get both trophies. Oh. Well, then. Wait, is there 2 trophies? Wait, okay. Is there 2 trophies for it? I think y'all can still hear me, because I think since the music's still playing, y'all can hear me. Although, I don't know. Earlier I was looking at a video, I don't know if y'all heard me during that time or not, but I was looking up the Analyze versus Annalise thing, and I'm only saying that again because I don't know if y'all heard me or not, since I was on a different screen of the game. But yeah, I was mentioning that there's, type in the name in with an S, there's actually some girl who used to be on, like, Big Brother and The Challenge, and she's, like, an internet personality. It's kind of a cute name to spell, Annalise, assuming that's how you pronounce it. It's different. Except for the first 4 letters, but, yeah, it's just the difference between English and, British English, or I guess I should say, that's what they called it British English. So yeah, that's all I found out. That's why I thought it was a name though, because it was spelled differently, but no, it's just a different spelling. Let's see. Embrace Clay during your first meeting with him, and let Clay live during your first meeting with him. Oh, fuck. Maybe that's why the fucking Power Picks person said to, make a save at the beginning of Chapter 1, and then again at the beginning of Chapter 6. What if I kill him? But wait, what did it say again? Oh, when first meeting him. I was gonna say, can I, like, let him stay alive and then kill him, like, right after? But no. It's actually not too far into the story to get this trophy, so I'm okay with doing one or the other right now. Right now I'm going for a no-kill playthrough, so I should probably not kill him. I need to make sure there's no other, like, before and after. Take care of Dorothy's fate, take care of Sean's fate, Aloysius's? I don't know idea. Swansea's fate, complete the game. No, stop it. Finish the game without killing any citizens. Defeat Fergal, Mary. I swear to God, controller. You're gonna get punched in the face. Defeat Doris. McCollum. The disaster, okay. And turn all districts to hostile status, but that's to kill everyone. Turn a district to hostile status. Take care of Swansea's fate. Fate. So that's probably why Power Picks said to make 2 save files. But again, it's not that far into the game. About an hour, yes, but now I know what to kind of do, so I mean it shouldn't be too hard to get back to him. Okay, so what did that say? Upgrade up into level 5. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll just come back, because I don't think I can change it now. I don't think I can back out, because excuse me. I'll kill you, I'll let you bleed.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Blood quality indicates how much XP you'll obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you get. To drink the blood of the prey, you must first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. Your mesmerize level can be equal or higher than the citizen's resistance. Press R1 Wait, oh, what?
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Press X to embrace Claire, circle to release him. Embracing Claire will provide a massive XP boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their ends will increase the experience gained. I thought I was taking him to the hospital. We'll take him this way. They're still here. They're still here. Can I release them here?
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Oh, they're gone. Wait, where are you going?
Whoa, I feel giddy.
I thought you were going to the hospital.
It's locked, all right.
Can I not just turn around and kill him now? I don't want to. Can I use a way to save it? What is reset? Can I not just like hit him? I probably shouldn't.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Yeah. I hear rats somewhere. We must prove we are capable of it. It is now or never. Someone named Gwyneth.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a
There's a
wounded
sign
man
behind
by the
her.
docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Well, I brought him already,
Thank
but
you,
whatever.
nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again.
The second floor, but...
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Yeah, I know she said the second floor, but it's gonna bother me not asking everything that's, you know, available to ask.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
There was this thing shined earlier. Hospital full. Due to the influenza, this hospital can no longer take patients. Hospital full, please go back home. Well, that sucks. Can I grab anything? No. There's another note. And there's a chest.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and I've carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oh boy. Oh, hit required.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything. And it's getting worse every day.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Oh, fuck.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Hmm. I only have 80. I could have sworn I swore I've picked up more than that, but I guess not. Okay. City U. I'm assuming our city needs you? Or your city needs you? I don't know. I see a Y, but it's something life saved. By efficient medical aid is a blow struck at the heart of the flu epidemic. Volunteers make the difference. No idea. Yeah, there's something shiny in there.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Disgust on every street corner.
Something was shiny.
I cannot enter.
Locked. Of course it's locked. Oh my god,
Good
I can
evening,
talk to
Mr.
everyone.
Hunt. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, Sora, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers' trade union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long. You know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint. Not even criminals.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Okay.
So many deaths. And what of my own life?
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Hmm. That doesn't sound good. Is that what we already clicked on? Yeah.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
None taken.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
I have wasted too much energy for so long.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Oh my god, why is there so much stuff to talk about?
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You're right. When dealing with such a terrible disease, one must remain humble. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try our best.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
We got a hint for what's his face. Was that her? Oh, okay. So we can go back and talk to him, or we can kind of walk around some more. In the name of mercy, they depend on you. Nurses are needed now. Inquire at the nearest appointment office at the Ministry of Labour and National Service, or write to 15 Kingsway, London.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard's syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it's such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I would say she's fucking crazy, but who am I to say that as a vampire ourselves? Prevent disease, careless spitting, sneezing, coughing, spread influenza. Spread by droplets sprayed from nose and throat. Do not cough in public. Well, what if you're choking, or if, you know, you swallow your spit the wrong way? What are they supposed to do? Just go die in a corner? Oh my god, more people. Oh my god, there's more people to talk to. Can I talk to you too? Oh, I can talk to her. I can talk to all of them. Oh my god. Don't you sit down. I can't talk to him now. He's sitting down apparently. Oh wait.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Aren't you too old for such jealousy? It really won't do you any good, you know.
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reed. A simple glance is enough for me to know you have nothing for me to envy.
But then what's the problem
Since
then?
your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
I have no idea how many we saved. No reason to justify my actions to you.
Knowledge has always been and will remain our main weapon. And it has always come at a price. And personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative. It is a question of integrity. These men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reed.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Oh, it's Dorothy.
Thank you, Nurse Crane. Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Oh god, I see him. He's down here. And there's someone in here. 2 people in here. Alright. I don't even know where to start, honestly. Is there anyone over here? Thank the Lord. So we got 3 more to talk to, and that's not including who's possibly upstairs.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Oh, that sucks.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army, building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Reads me like a book.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
I thought we just asked
So
him
painful
that.
I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Yeah.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Oh, okay.
How
Let me ask you
painful-
this again.
I'd rather...
I don't
I'll
know,
let
if
you
she's
get some
rest.
rest, then.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about your...
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Well, now I have to go fucking talk. Oh my god, you fucking door. Now I have to go talk to her.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Oh, well, I thought I had something to...
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm fine, really. I just need to sleep.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
I thought I could talk to her, but... There's that fucking number again. Y'all see that shit? It happened in Spider-Man also, that fucking number 27. Just everywhere. Have I been in here?
It's locked, all right.
A long letter. Oh boy. 27th of October. Okay, cool. Hello, sis. How are things in the big city? Here in Brum, things are not so good. It seems the flu is here again. We have many new cases of infection in the neighborhood. You remember Miss Scheller, the old drinking hack from the 3rd floor? She passed away 2 days ago, and her flat is already occupied again. Geez, you would have to pay me a huge amount of money to go sleep in a bed in which a woman died of the flu just a few hours ago. Sorry I did not take time to quickly answer your last letter. Between taking care of little Paul, Mom, Dad, and my job at the factory, I rarely find time to write to my favorite sister. By the way, my son says hello to his Auntie Pippa. Oh. You should see the little bugger. Always driving me mad. And Mom says you bring back some of those marvelous cakes the next time you come back home. In your last letter, you told me you thought about quitting your job at the Pembroke Hospital. I have to tell you, Pip, you better think twice. There are always jobs at the factory, but wages are shit, and it's as boring as a day without a shag. Oh, I have a new fiancé. I know I'm no slut, you moral bitch, you. So if you really want to quit and do something more useful than counting the dead every morning, maybe you better stay in London and join the band, that band you told me about, the Guard of Priven, something like that. Never heard of them. But if they are, like you said, some sort of civil militia trying to make a difference, then maybe it's a good choice for you. Just be sure to let the others go in front. That's how my poor Billy got killed in France, by leading too many patrols. Bloody war. Anyway, come back as soon as you can and give me all the good news before that. I am your affectionate sister, Lucy, Paul, Mom, and Dad. Yeah, did I read these? I think they were in like the first episode, or the first video that I did. I think.
These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters.
Time has lost its effect.
Okay, let's find our office. Now we gotta find the backyard garden. It shouldn't be too far from the hospital, should it?
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Oh boy. Okay, well, found the wait. If I'm a vampire, why do I have a reflection? Oh, fuck, I'm dead. Well, you know. If you're not strong enough, remember that the blood of citizens is the fastest way to evolve. Oh yeah, sure. It didn't start me over, did it? No, this still mentions the wallet in the garden. Have I talked to you? Are you Pippa? No, you're not. You are someone else.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised. I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippins. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
You said his best, actually, in the subtitles? So is it an actual, like, him, or is it like the royal use of his? If that makes sense.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Huh. Okay, let's just go upstairs, because Jesus. Who all's up here? Second floor, take a left. At the end of the corridor. That's Tippett's.
It's locked, all right.
And Strickland and Ackroyd. Dr. Reed.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes.
Oh.
Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
I thought I saw someone in there. Oh, this was nice.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
It's a rare opportunity and almost a privilege to approach a vampire to observe their most intriguing physical and psychological traits and scientific and rational eye. With a scientific and rational eye, here are some of the most fascinating abilities I've personally observed over the last 10 years while interviewing a few vampires, or econ as they prefer to call themselves. Speed, mesmerism, blood awareness. Okay. Yeah, I was not reading all of that, sorry. Light regeneration serum. Health point 300 health points instantly, then 150 health points over 15 seconds. Well, that's cool.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching.
The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Create an invisible barrier absorbing direct damage until it fades or is destroyed. You will block your target's blood in their veins, making them defenseless. You throw a spear made of blood. Place a cloud of shadows at the target's feet or yours. The cloud will explode after a short time, causing heavy damage. Could increase my health. We have 500 left. What's this? It increases your stamina. It's also 300. Increase your blood absorption when using bite in combat. Increase your blood capacity. That wouldn't hurt either. You drain your own blood to heal normal and aggravated damage instantly. You perform a supernatural move to your target and cause damage upon landing. Drain your stamina to fade into the shadows and become invisible to most enemies. Moving in this state will drain your stamina. You'll exit the shadows if you attack or dodge, or when your stamina is empty. I like that. $1,000. You gain damage and stun bonuses if you leave the shadows. The fog sticks to you and you are now able to dodge while using Shadow Veil. Oh. Sure.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. What about my thirst for blood?
Okay. Okay. Dear Jonathan, I asked Nurse Crane to secure an office for you on the second floor. Please forgive the austere decoration, but Pembroke Hospital is not exactly the Ritz. I'm sorry to let you discover your office alone, but I need to sleep a little longer before going back to work. I'm just a mere mortal, after all. I also gave orders to let you rest and for the staff to never enter your room. You will be able to sleep all day without being disturbed, and work at night without raising any suspicion. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm afraid the place is quite messy, but you'll be able to conduct your experiments here at your own pace. You'll also notice there is an open window with a scaffolding that will allow you to enter or exit the hospital without being noticed. I imagine how awfully new and disturbing this all must be for you. Believe me, I have studied enough of your species to understand what you must now be facing and feeling. Be assured I'll do whatever I can to help you in this ordeal. Know that you're not completely alone facing it. I'm glad I met you. These dark times we are all presently facing. I hope our future collaboration will yield great results. Welcome to Pembroke, my esteemed colleague. We shall talk soon. Yours sincerely, Edgar Griffith, Swansea. P.S. I left a copy of some of my notes concerning what I have discovered about Econ in the last few years. Feel free to read about it if you need some guidance, as long as you don't use this knowledge to take advantage of me. That's funny. What do you need?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Okay. I keep going in here thinking something isn't here.
I cannot enter.
So what's in here? Oh, hacksaw. I don't know what the fuck that was. Oh. Thomas Elwood, male, age 28, followed by Dr. Tippett. Convalescence, September 16th. To be determined. The patient's face has been heavily burnt and disfigured by a bomb during the war. Even with the use of the strongest sedatives, he affirms to regularly endures severe pain from the wounds, as if the flames are still burning under the skin, he says. Examinations of the cicatrice? Something? Show no trace of inflammation, infection, or swelling. Scars are clean. Could it be a case of persisting nerve damage? The patient never ceases to blame himself for his disfiguration. Could it be a case of guilt of the survivor? Phantom pain manifesting as a punishment for not dying with his comrades. I'm not sure. Cicatrized, I guess? I'm not sure what that word. There's also a third floor here. Follow the narrow street. Quarantine, contagious disease. One shall enter or leave quarantine area without written blank of the local health authority. Blank and authorized employee of the blank shall alter, destroy, or remove this card. Blank violating this regulation will be fined. Oh shit. The old morgue. I do not trust this place. Find some ferrous tartrate, find some quinine, and find some sodium hypochlorite. I do not trust this at all. It's probably up. Yep. Oh yeah, one's for sure gonna be down. Let's go up first. Oh, fuck. And go even higher. What the fuck? I hit stun. Fucking kill him, Jesus Christ. I don't understand. How do we shoot again? Offhand, main dodge. Because I should have... I have all these guns. Oops. I have guns, but like, how do I use them? I have bullets, don't I? Thought I did. Maybe that's why I can't shoot. Oh no, I have ammunition. Oh, okay. Do the revolver. And here, that is 45 damage. Something's 99. 65. Thought I asked for the gun. Oh, it's a two-handed weapon. Okay. I got it now. Okay. How much is this? 65, 65, and 45? How about I make this the double-handed? Okay. Okay. That's a little better. Okay, don't have anything, which kind of sucks. I don't have an ultimate power. Okay. Oh, fuck.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
No one's gonna question those gunshots. Oops. I said parry attacks was triangle, so you know.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't even try the basement door yet then.
It's locked.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Who the fuck was that? Oh, great.
These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Oh my god, back up! I don't know the button for, like, backing up. I thought I did it fine earlier, but... whatever.
It's locked.
You just acquire a type of offhand weapon. Equip it and press triangle to directly absorb blood. Equip it and press triangle. Oh, I dodged that. Oh, it's circle. Why is he wanting in there? Oh, we're already in here. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, oh god. Jesus Christ, where'd they come from? Reload. I'm gonna die. Oh, I can't go up here. Seriously. Oh. Can I leave? Get the fuck out of here? No? Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. So far so good. Oh shit. Seriously. Yeah. There was no way. I was getting there though, I mean, I was getting close. We're back here. Oh, boy. I'm gonna come back up here real quick. Whew, okay. Well, I was gonna stop it, at the beginning of chapter 2, but I kept playing. But I should probably stop it now, because I need to probably get dinner going. So yeah, I'm gonna stop it here. I'm enjoying it. Sorry, I had to stretch. I'm enjoying it. It was a lot of fun. I'm still kind of getting used to, like, everything still. Besides that, yeah, my husband has tomorrow off, so I'll either, if I play, as I've said before, I'll either just not have the microphone, or maybe I can, you know, say something and then mute, and then say something if I need to say something and then mute, and, you know, just keep doing that over and over. I don't know yet. It really depends on what we do tomorrow. Like, if he plays his game, of course, I can probably talk a couple times. Versus if he does not play his game tomorrow and just has the TV on, then I can't really talk to y'all. Again, I could, but you're gonna have, like, you know, the game, me talking, and, like, his TV playing, and yeah, so it's just gonna be a bunch of noise happening at once. So, it really depends. But, yeah, besides that, thank you all for watching, and hope you enjoy.